Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading covering July 16th to July 31st, 2022. This is a general reading for those with Aries in their birth chart. Cross watchers are also welcome. Keep in mind that the roles of individuals may be swapped and intensity of the energies may vary. So take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. So we'll go ahead and lay out these initial cards, go through the different meanings, and clarify with more tarot cards, and close off with an oracle card message. So first we explore what lessons you've been learning. You have Wild Rose Fairy, Love. You have the Four of Wands. Second, we reveal what you don't see coming. You have this Kraken Mystery card. You also have King of Wands. And third, we find out what will influence your perception. You have New Beginnings and Knight of Wands. So here, this position with the Seven of Swords indicates you and your perspective going into the second half of July. Page of Wands is what surrounds you. The Eight of Swords is your motivation, and the outcome is the High Priest or the Hierophant. So here, the lesson you've been learning with the Wild Rose Fairy of Love is to celebrate yourself, to love yourself, to love the people in your life, and to allow yourself to be loved and to give love. With the Four of Wands over here, it seems that there is a lot of celebrations going on, possibly with family, friends, and really kind of, giving a platform to kind of show your appreciation for those that you care about. Maybe there's been some seasonal celebrations, holiday celebrations, graduations, births, marriages, parties where, it might not necessarily even be your own, engagement party, but it is basically you've been really surrounded by people who are full of love and kind of want the same for their friends, and vice versa. So there is a sense of really kind of learning what it is to kind of be there and feel the connections when people are celebrating that kind of the things that a lot of people look for in life, in their life journey. You also have the Two of Swords. That is a card of stalemate. And here it kind of indicates some fear, some anxiety. So it may be that in the background, because you do have Seven of Swords as your perception, which is can be seen as a liar, stealer, cheater card. Also, it can be seen as more of the, something that's hidden, something not being revealed. So to some degree, it may be that you're learning about, being in these situations and opening yourself up to these situations, but when it comes to your own life, not really having a clear path of how to get there yourself. Also, to some degree, it may be that when you're in these situations, you are kind of you're learning how to enjoy it and be there without your mind kind of taking over and almost pulling you out of that celebration and kind of going through and setting up plans for yourself where you just end up not knowing where you're going anyway. So it's kind of a, be there in the moment, enjoy those moments. And if you find that you are kind of pulling away during those moments to kind of nag at yourself or criticize or, try to solve problems that are really unrelated to the moment that everyone is there for and enjoying, then kind of recognize that you deserve to take part in that celebration, whatever you're involved in. The people that are there, they want you there, and they want you there to enjoy those moments with them. So here, with this mystery, this Kraken mystery of what you don't see coming, this card is kind of talks about the Kraken, which is like this underwater sea monster. And there's like legends that, sailors would kind of not even notice that maybe it was like they thought it was a rock or a little island, and then it turned into something that just overpowered them. So here with the King of Wands, this could be you, with your fire energy, your Emperor fire energy here. It could be that something that you don't see coming, this mystery here, is something that is kind of, you've noticed, you kind of saw it under the surface maybe, were aware of it to some degree. For others of you, it might be someone in the sign of a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, someone kind of that may be in your periphery suddenly takes more of a center stage. So let's take a look here. You have Temperance. This is a card for Sagittarius. So maybe someone in the sign of Sagittarius. But basically, Temperance is, a card of moderation. It's a card of peace, balance, really kind of balancing out the energies to kind of create the future that you want for yourself, to create something new. So I would say this, what you don't see coming, if you are more in a place of balance where you are kind of, not in one extreme or another, like you're not dancing on tables over here, so you can't see the people surrounding you, and you're not like hiding in a corner, thinking of all the list of things that you need to worry about, but actually have a sense of balance and, being present, then this King of Wands mystery, fire sign, visionary leader, some aspect of a powerful, like courageous force of energy is going to kind of take you by less of a surprise if you're more aware of it. So here, what will influence your perception is this new beginnings, the Knight of Wands, which is, you know, kind of seeking adventure and pursuing what inspires you, what is, you know, you're passionate about. This could be, you know, the initial steps of this King of Wands as well. But there's some type of new, your perception of seeing this as a new beginning is really going to help you notice this, I guess, this rock in the water that's not really a rock, that you didn't really like appreciate before. You have the Magician. So magicians are about, you know, creating the environment that they want. They're very similar to the Temperance card in terms of creating, you know, something new. Here, there's definitely a sense of confidence, ability to communicate, to recognize your talents and your skills. So it also requires knowing what it is that you want. So there's some type of potential here that really requires you to be in the present moment, to really have a sense of balance, have a sense of awareness of your environment and the resources available to you. So here with the Seven of Swords, this, you know, your initial perception, something's hidden there. So let's take a look. Maybe it's that Kraken that's hidden. You have the Fool, which is also a sense of a new beginning. So here it could be that with the Seven of Swords, the way that, you know, your perspective is when you are going into the month is really can be trying to find a new approach, even a new approach to deal with the way that your mind kind of that you kind of talk to yourself, the way that you enter a new situation. With the Fool here, there's really I'm noticing you got Temperance, Magician, Fool. So you got major life lessons that are kind of going on. So it seems like really, you know, Spirit is trying to throw you lots of signs. Here with the Fool, it's, you know, go into a situation without a plan, without needing to kind of be unseen or to, you know, come out looking a specific way. Just go into an experience, being in the moment, being in the now, having an open heart, open mind, and really embrace life. And you might be surprised by what you see. So what is surrounding you, this Page of Wands, this could be like good news, celebrations, you know, all these kind of fun events, parties, milestones, celebrations of all sorts. So it also could be, you know, there's like flirtation in the air. There's people who are traveling, things along those natures. So let's take a look at what else we have. Well, these two wanted to come out. So Page of Cups is, you know, seeing the world with that sense of wonder, that sense of possibilities. This is another page, like another concept of new beginnings, and really being open to, limitless possibilities when it comes to connecting with people, connecting with your imagination. And with the Seven of Wands, it's a sense of inner conviction and inner knowing. So to some degree, what's surrounding you right now is a lot of opportunities, a lot of opportunities to explore who you are, your potential. With sevens, you have Seven of Swords and Seven of Wands. Seven's about tests and examinations. Could be of yourself. So here, this kind of concept of standing your ground with the Seven of Wands, and with the Seven of Swords, like needing to kind of maneuver in a very specific, unobserved way. It's really in of themselves are limiting concepts, as opposed to, the Fool, the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, where there is just an acceptance and an allowance of new beginnings, seeing potential of love and, positivity. So here with the Eight of Swords, this is, like the motivation, the motivator. So again, this concept of how you think about yourself, your situation, your potential kind of seems to get in the way. So the biggest issue with the Eight of Swords is kind of knowing reality from fiction, and recognizing when you are kind of naysaying yourself. So you have here Six of Wands. This is about success. This is about being in the spotlight. To some degree, there might be a question to ask yourself of, do you feel uncomfortable in the spotlight? Do you feel uncomfortable when others can see you? So what's interesting about the Fool and the Six of Wands, so this individual is kind of on a ledge with their arms open and ready to embrace everything around them. You can't see if anyone's looking at the Fool. The Fool doesn't care. With the Six of Wands, this individual is on a stage, which is kind of similar to this concept of this, is it a ledge, precipice? And their arms are kind of open, but they're even raised higher and more accepting of the people viewing and being recognized. And so the Fool is like, kind of whatever happens. With the Six of Wands, individual is like, I experienced what happened and I, took the steps to become, be recognized by the people around me. So here, to some degree, that's, something to ask yourself. Does your mind kind of put you in a situation where you have to problem solve to the point where you don't want to be recognized? What's, this concept of not, being hidden, not really having a direction, and more not knowing the right direction, where you kind of just think, oh, there's, I don't want people to see that I don't really know exactly which way to go. So the outcome you have here is the High Priest or the Hierophant, another major arcana card, life lesson. This is about a couple of things. One, it's about being connected to something greater than yourself, possibly, looking at new experiences as a way to connect to something greater than yourself, as opposed to how others see you. This is also, a card of rituals, traditions. So it could be that maybe to feel, when you're in a moment where you should be having fun and in the present moment, and that maybe anxiety or something comes along the way where you're going to start trying to problem solve during this fun event, maybe put together some type of ritual, like before you go out, write all the potential questions that you'll come up with, or potential naysaying things that you're going to come up with, and just write them out so you don't have to deal with it at the time. So you can actually enjoy being in the moment. And then also it's a concept of, it could even be counseling. It could be talking to a mentor, getting advice from someone, someone that you trust. You have Two of Cups. So really, you connecting to other people is kind of the key issue here, where you've got with the Four of Wands, the traditional Four of Wands, you see two individuals kind of, I think they're holding hands in the background a little bit, and then they're further beyond, and there's some kind of party. And to some degree, you can look at the Four of Wands as two people coming together with their Two of Wands and joining forces to kind of plan their life together, plan their next step together, some type of journey. And that's clarified here by the Two of Swords. And then here, the Hierophant is, you've got the Two of Cups. So to some degree, it has to do with, dualities, this and that, possibly black and white thinking about situations. Temperance card is really helpful in terms of trying to gain that sense of balance, and recognizing, there is a lot of different variations of things. And so being in this position of being in the now, experiencing a newness with an open heart, open mind, wanting to explore your surroundings, wanting to discover new things, is really has to do with you connecting to others and even connecting to your higher self. So to close off the reading, I'm going to pull an oracle card to get a message about the animal totem that will guide you through the rest of the month. You have Coyote, revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. So here, this coyote, it's basically this understanding that you're going to mess up in life. You're going to fall down, but you just get back up and you keep going, and you just brush it off, you laugh it off, and maybe don't take yourself so seriously, and just try to have a good time. So I'm hoping this reading provides a helpful perspective. To get more information, check out readings for each of your sun, moon, and rising signs, and we'll see you next time. Take care.